Hello YouTube, and welcome back. This is the settlement phase that I'll be going through for lantern year number 9. And our survivors came back. Muse, who has endless babble, she actually got a broken arm this hunt, or this showdown. And so we probably won't be taking her out again, but at least she survived. So let's go ahead and go through the phases. We've already set up our settlement, which you can see in front of us. Survivors return, which means we basically erase all the light and heavy injuries that our survivors took. So I've already done that. Gather up the endeavors. We have exactly 10 population. I had to double check and count. So I got 1 from collective toil, and we have 4 more endeavors because we survived the showdown. Updating the timeline, and I'll do that now. We do have a couple of events to take care of. The first one is our regular settlement event. So first of all, let me shuffle the settlement event cards. Make it as random as possible. The funny thing last time was we got Glossolalia twice in a row. Let's see if we can't avoid making it 3 times in a row. The 9th one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have Acid Storm. Haven't had this one in a while, so let me read this. The air tastes sour and burns the survivor's cracked lips. The sky cracks in great flashes, revealing spiraling black clouds. Finally it opens, dousing everything in acid rain. Roll a d10. So we'll do that. It is a 3. The survivor with the highest insanity, randomized in case of ties, runs into the storm, bellowing wildly. They must skip the next hunt phase. Okay, well, that ends up being Muse. So Muse isn't going out with us anyways. Muse has 23 insanity. She's crazy. She's babbling endlessly. And she's got a broken arm, and she goes running into the acid storm. She's a character. So she'll skip the next hunt phase anyways. The storm prevents music endeavors. We don't have any. And the storm inspires +2 to the result of all art endeavors. Okay. And we have the Acid Storm exercise, which means we could spend an endeavor. Pick a survivor. 1 through 5, they're burned to death. You gain the following acid palms. Add 1d10 strength to wound attempts when attacking with. Wow. So somebody could get, if we roll an 8+, they get acid palm. But 1 through 5, they're dead. So I don't think we're going to do that. And then Acid Storm Distillation requires cooking, which I don't have, unfortunately. So Acid Storm is done. There's not much we can do about that. We don't have musical art endeavors to worry about, so I'm going to put that card away for now. And I'm going to go ahead and go to the next event, which is Nemesis Encounter Kingsman level 1. So we'll go out and hunt the Kingsman next time, or actually he comes to our village to attack us. And then I've got Hooded Knight, which comes from the book. So Hooded Knight, here's the picture again for all of you. And let me read it for you. A stranger emerges from the darkness. If any survivor has the Twilight Sword, they duel. And I don't believe we have the Twilight Sword. We've never picked it up. And nobody has it. And so it says, otherwise his motives are inscrutable. Roll below on the mysterious agenda. So we'll roll on the mysterious agenda. And we got a 3. The Hooded Knight insists on training the uncouth survivors in martial combat. Up to 2 survivors may spend 3 resources each to learn Mighty Strike fighting art. 3 resources for Mighty Strike. The Hooded Knight leaves with unfinished business and will return later. 4 years from now. Mighty Strike. So let's put him on 1, 2, 3, 4. Hooded Knight. Wow, that's 3 resources to do this. I do have 3 resources to do it. I've got broken lanterns. We could go ahead and give it to our savior or to Jason. Man, that's tough. Mighty Strike. Requires a perfect hit. You get +2 strength with it. Not a bad one to get. And for 3 broken lanterns, I think it's worth it. So we're going to give Jason Mighty Strike. And we are going to use 3 broken lanterns. We have some in storage, as well as we have one out here. So now I have 2 broken, no, sorry. 1 broken lantern left in storage. And this one that we found during the showdown is going to go back in the box and get archived. Okay, well that's the end of Hooded Knight, so he'll be back in 4 years to maybe train some more people or maybe to kill some people. And that's the timeline. Update the death count. Nobody's died. Finally. Check the milestone story events. There are none. We develop. So I've already laid out what I would like to develop. And I will share that with you right now. So the first thing we're going to do is right here. So a bone, a hide, an organ, and an endeavor. Into the box they go. And we're going to draw an innovation. Shuffle the deck. We get to draw 4 because of Symposium. Okay, so we have Nightmare Training, Sculpture, Sculpture's not bad. Doesn't give us anything. Inner Lantern gives us Surge. I really don't think we have a choice. We want Inner Lantern. So we'll take Inner Lantern, and it says add the Inner Lantern innovations to our deck. So we'll go ahead and do that. And the Inner Lantern innovations is one thing I really wish they would actually tell you somewhere without me having to write it down on a cheat sheet, what those innovations are, like on the card or something, but of course that would take up a lot. So let's take a look at Inner Lantern. So we get to add Scarification. Is that it? Is that all I get to add to this? Is Scarification? I believe that is correct. And that's okay. It's just Scarification. I will verify that before off camera. I'll verify that, but we'll add that to the innovation deck and put it back up there. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these fresh acanthus, 2 of them. I'm going to make dried acanthus with them. So 2 dried acanthus. And let me pull those out. Okay. So here's 1. Here's 2. With the lion claw, we're going to make claw head arrow. And here it is. We're going to go ahead and create with 3 bone and a hide. We get to create the weapons crafter. So let's go ahead and do that. And oh, I already pulled it out. Here it is. Okay, and we have 3 hide basically. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and make another rawhide armor set, because I've got at least, let me see, let me look. I've got the headband and the vest. So with 3, and the shimmery mane gives me 2, this hide gives me 1. I'm going to go ahead and make the pants, the gloves, and the boots. So that'll give another character a full armor set of rawhide armor. We're left with these 2 organs and a love juice. We're going to use the love juice to do intimacy because I am running low on population. So we're going to choose Muse because she has the Nightmare Pump, and the Nightmare Pump here gives her a +1 when she's a returning survivor to the intimacy. And we're going to go ahead and use Olympus. I know he's one of our survivors, but it should be okay. We get to roll twice on the intimacy table. So here's my 2 dice rolls. I get to pick the higher with a +1 result. So that's a 7 is the highest one. We don't have bed. So we just get a survival. The male and female survivors share a deep bond and gain +10 survival each. So we'll put them both up to max of 4. And we'll create a female. Born on Lantern Year 9. So that event is done. I do have lion testes and a monster organ, which I'm going to actually archive. I have an Eye of the Cat archived too, so I got 3 organs archived. And the reason I'm archiving this is I really at some point want to get enough resources here to maybe make a stone circle. That requires 3 organs and a hide. So we'll get some more resources here in the next fight. And that's it. So I'm left with 4 endeavors here. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and innovate. Not innovate, I'm sorry. We're going to go ahead and... yeah, we're going to go ahead and augury. So we're going to have Olympus augury. It's a regular roll right here. And 6. Survival. He doesn't need that. It's a waste. We're going to have him augury again. That's a 3. So that would be a +1 understanding for Olympus. And it's a -1 resource, so we're going to take the last broken lantern we have. Okay, we have 2 more. So here's the next one. So again, we're going to remove the monster organ. And Olympus now gets insight. Okay, he has 3 understanding. So with insight, in a single moment, the curtain of the world pulls back. The epiphany is the settlement phase. So he gets Tinker. And we get to roll on this table. That is a 10 for the settlement phase. Gain +1 permanent strength. Awesome. And he gets to pull a pattern card because he got insight. We already have 4 patterns. The Telric Eye, tack. I need a lion tail, ammonia, heat. I don't have a lot of that stuff. So that's another pattern that we can use later on once we get some stuff. And now we're going to go ahead and have Jason do augury with our last one. It is a 9. It is intimacy. We'll choose Olympus and Muse again. Get to roll twice on the intimacy table. That's a 10. We already have a savior, so that means it is twins. So we'll make a male and a female. And that's all of our endeavors. So off camera, I'm going to pull one of the survivors, probably one of the ones we just created. They're going to go on the hunt. They're going to replace Muse, who can't go out anyways. But I think Muse is going to stay at home now. We'll divvy out this equipment, and at the beginning of the hunt phase, I will show you who I made and how they're equipped, so that you know what happened off camera. So this was a really quick video for the settlement phase. I hope you enjoyed it. It's just a cleanup step settlement phase. We knew exactly what we were going to do. And next time I film, you'll see us take on, I believe we're going to take on the lion again. Maybe even the level 2 lion. I'll think about that off camera. Surprise you next time at the beginning of the video. Thanks for watching.